Yo, in this video we are going to be talking about Semrah, and how you guys can prepare for the guild boss that is coming next week. So first off, let's talk about just your guild in general. So in this, you will need maximum participation out of everyone. This is not like if you go into guild boss here, it's not a one-man show where somebody could do, what is it, 50% with one hit. We're not going to get that out of Semrah. You're going to need everyone hitting, everyone putting up fairly decent damage, honestly, um, to get the maximum out of this. So right now you can see for our top hitter, he put up 50k, which you only need 30k to one key. So 30k to one key is essentially 5%. So with that, you're going to need a lot of hitters on the team and a lot of people doing damage. Um, Most likely you will need people sending 2 keys. Unless you get like some people that are doing some crazy damage, like with like the 20% here, but even that, a lot of these teams aren't unattainable, and if they are obtainable, you kind of want to be sending them into APOC 2, unless you have two insane teams like this, which for the majority of people's accounts, they really won't. So one thing, you want to make sure you're in a guild where everyone's participating. You want to make sure you guys know what's ahead as far as this new guild boss. There isn't a crazy amount of strats. I will have more videos when it comes to launch. Like I finally am getting close to one king. Like I think I hit 29.6 last week or something. That's only on my forerunner, but on main server it should be fine. Like if you have like the typical good guild boss team that's hitting like 30k, you should be able to get fairly close to one king, if not one king. Um, so yeah, first thing is definitely your guild. You want max participation out of everybody. Make sure you're in the proper guild. The second one we're going to talk about is just getting ready for two teams. A lot of teams, or a lot of people focus on like the one guild boss team, which is great. Um, but in this, it's like there's no question about it. You need two solid teams. Uh, and one of the biggest things on these teams is going to be the supports. So I want to talk about a few supports that you could start getting ready. Like I know we have what is it, Corridor Galore going on right now. So if you guys need to level up some supports, this is a perfect time. Uh, let's just go into world rankings. Let's go here. We'll look at quite a few of them. So number one, obviously Elwyn. If you guys have Elwyn, you're using her. If you don't have her full skilled, I would definitely recommend her getting full skilled. You will definitely get more out of her with having more treants around. Whether it be also with this fight, the cleanse is so important. So like if you're somebody that just booked Elwyn straight for, I know a lot of people do it just for the rage regen intervals, and you don't have this full skilled, you definitely want this full skilled 100%. The cleanse is so important here. So upon that, the second one I would mention, like the best free to play option is definitely Medan. She's probably in most people's Nightmare 1 team here, or in a lot of people's, maybe in none. But yeah, so Medan, just a great cleanse option. Uh, Definitely probably the most free to play option for most people. I know she's one of the most common champs in the pool. So if you don't already have her full skilled or built, definitely a great option there. Then we got a few interesting ones, especially for Nightmare. So one of the best ones in for I said Nightmare for APOC 2 is Furcy. Uh, she brings the AoE damage reduction. She brings some inspiration. Just an overall incredible champion here to keep your team alive. Like you see, she won't be doing the most insane heals, only 5 million compared to Elo 17. But it's just her AoE damage reduction that she's just basically saving your whole team. And especially here, you need like the two healers is definitely ideal here. I've seen some people even run 3. So her as a filler and Elowen as a cleanse is just an awesome option here. So definitely, if you haven't got her yet, she's highly recommended. And there's another one to go along with her. She's an ancient exclusive. Well, the next two are actually ancient exclusive. So the first one being Carnelian. I've seen her, and pretty much most of the top teams, I think, are running her or had her at one point. I'm only seeing her in a few there. She's there. Um, yeah, so she's actually only in a few, but I do think she's definitely worth. Her cheat death mechanic, I think it's on one of these. Where is it? I know it's there. It's not on her ult, is it? I don't know. She has a cheat death mechanic. It's somewhere in here. Where if you take fatal damage, you're still fine. Um, so having her there, especially like the cleanse timings become pretty wonky with this, like especially if you're killing too fast. Uh, so she's a great option there. Just keep your everyone alive until you can get that cleanse off, or if somehow your healer goes down. She has that cheat death mechanic for your healer. So definitely another option, awesome option. And then the final one I was gonna mention was Desomi. I just saw her. Desomi is an awesome option here as well. She brings the magic incense. Um, dispels one debuff, so that toxic could be dispelled from her. Also grants shields. Great with like I said, another like secondary option where you run like your cleanser and then you have another like Percy or Desomi or something on the team like that. Awesome option. Um, Another one thing I wanted to hit on too was gearing. Whether it be artifacts or just gear sets in general. I just saw it somewhere up here when I clicked on one of the firsties. Morale set. So we previously, I think I talked about morale's not as good as we thought, but I do think in Semrah it will be an awesome option. Why is that though? Compared to your normal guild boss, where you have 8 characters down at once, in Semrah you have 10. So you're getting an extra 2 people, so that 4% is going even further than it was before. And you will just have an overall better bonus. So I think if you have like I'm pretty sure this is probably just a mid-level set because she doesn't do much as far as healing to begin with. Like, so it'd be great to throw on like a Furcy or a Desomi or something along those lines. If it's just like some mid-level gear, like this doesn't look anything crazy, but you're getting the 10 character boost out of it rather than the 8 that you would get from regular guild boss. So morale set's definitely something to look out for if you guys have. Another big one. This team's probably not doing it, of course. Can't see any of them. This one does. Is going to be artifacts. And generally, like a lot of times when you're looking at artifacts, you're looking at like a Zilla 2 who's going to be running COV. But in this guild boss, I think Scarlet Hunt is going to be the king. Um, why is that? Because you have so many fighters coming down on the field at once that is very hard to get a spot to where you could actually get this extra champion coming up to do damage. So if you have a bleeder on the team like um, Salazar or let her be like any of the nightmare or no, not nightmare, any of the chaotic people or any of shit, even like one of the epics like Vladov or something. Having Scarlet Hunts going around everyone, like I think this guy has 3 of them, yeah, is going to be incredible option. So I know like before we've said like it's an okay artifact, like expect only if you're really running Nightmare and you have on a few people, like you'd still usually run Crystal Vial or what is it called now? Wailing Skull. Um I think Scarlet Hunt is going to be much more superior here. So I would definitely keep a lookout on saving more copies of that and also just getting them built up. With this new system we have coming in, I'll show this real quick too. I haven't shown this in the new video. We have an option to get some more mithril. Yes, they are for the purple tokens. I would much rather focus the skill crystals before the mithril. But if I know some people have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of purple coins. The mithril in the shop that's coming is going to be definitely worth it. We got stamp pots coming for 25 tokens each a week. The auto battles is about another 250 tokens. You got the legendary skill crystal for 8, but I think the mithril is going to help a lot of people progress their artifacts a lot faster now. Like I said, if you're one of those accounts that even has like 10,000, you could buy this for a few weeks and really, really get your artifacts kicked up. So keep an eye out for that. That's coming in a future update. I don't know if it's this one coming this Tuesday, but it's definitely coming. So get your artifacts leveled up. It's going to be huge for your guild boss damage. Other than that, there's not much going on. I will have a few guides coming out. Like I said, when the guild boss goes live on main servers, I'll have a much better team that I could show off there. I'll probably be running the typical Piercer, Infernal, and then like a Nightmare, and then I don't know what the other portion is going to be. I could run double Infernals even because I have a Soul Cadence and a Twin Fiend, so I'll have some comps coming out for that for sure. Like I'll be like expanding on other people's accounts and testing on there as well. So yeah, that's all I got for this one. Let me guys know if you have any questions down below. I know there was just a bunch of scattered info, but I think it's some good info to get you guys ready and going for this new guild boss. That's all for this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Later.